What is going on, everybody? McLean's Beach World Champion coming at you, and we're here with our man Koby, checking out the sword characters. One of the new leaders that want to mess around with. He's super fun. It's just lacking like more sword characters. Like obviously, I don't know when that promo Koby comes out. That one helps out a lot, but his leader ability is awesome. It's super great. And then the regular sword characters right now are awesome as well. They're all pretty strong when you're able to get them going and chaining off in each other, but still just missing like a couple cards because you just kind of burn out after like a little bit, and especially against the top decks right now that get to draw infinite cards with Gum Gum Giant and stuff like that. So it makes it really tough to keep things going. But overall, how I've been playing, Kuzan has been huge for me, being able to get him set up early, because then you can ideally just then drop Helmeppo, and then you can start doing some chains with Kuzan, and then potentially attack active immediately with Helmeppo or whoever you bring out. So if you can get a couple swings in and try to keep clean your board. Against some of the other decks, it's a really, really strong combo that I've been enjoying a lot. Outside of that, I've got a bunch of 2Ks in here with our other stuff here just in case. Again, X-Drake, I like him just because if you don't have like Habari or Koby to play out, if your opponent has something rested, you can still bring in X-Drake to attack there. Got Hina in here just to help out, get us to 6K as well, because it's against the top deck right now. The blue-purple Luffy have another way to be able to get a character on the board, and then still swing is pretty strong. Outside of that, though, I feel like only special tech in here. I got a couple Ains that have just been trying out just for fun. Definitely feel like you don't need this card, but when it works, it works. Being able to, especially, again, if you have Kuzan on the board, you can drop this, use Kuzan if you have another other character or leader, drop something to 0, and then use leader or whatever to swing. Like that ability. I really like Dal a lot. It just thinks that you have to trash a card, so late game it gets really tough. But Dal, very strong as well to be able to do kind of the same thing, to get things kind of set up so you can swing into whatever your opponent drops and hopefully clear. But also that we got some Ripper, Borsellino, Dal blocking action to make the plays. But yeah, again, Koby, it's a lot of fun. The deck is really, really fun. It's just lacking just like a couple cards of being able to keep up with all the top like meta decks right now. But again, super fun deck though. All right, we got the worst matchup for this deck. So we'll see what we can do here. Hold on to this just because we got some search action here. Let's grab Kuzan so we can get him going. Don't really have too much of a turn 2 play here. I mean, we could search again here. That might be the play actually. So let's drop this down. Out of our options here, might want Dal for later. So we'll see. But attack them there. All right, get rid of Nami blocker. But this matchup's really tough just because of Gum Gum Giant. Because can normally get them down and we get them close when I've been messing around with stuff. But it just makes it like so tough when they not being able to do anything about their Dawn. It just makes things not the best. But attack him again here, see what they do. And then we'll drop down Kuzan so we can get our setup here. All right, cool. We hit a Koby in here too, so I can go Helmeppo into Koby next turn and potentially attack some stuff. And then they're trying to get rid of our guy there, and we're not going to stand for that. So we'll get rid of these here. So that's the cool thing about Koby. Why his leader ability is awesome. It's just that we just need like 2 more sword characters, to be honest. So they're doing that there. We'll block here, so we can do that. And then probably take this one. And okay, cool. We hit our search here, so we can rip that. There's one of our Ains. I could go Helmeppo back to back. We'll try that there. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I was just goofed. Alright, cool. Well, they don't have anything else on the board, really, so I don't have to worry about too much here. If I want to drop Helmeppo down, it doesn't really do much for us to get rid of this guy here. But I could still drop him if I want to do that. Or we could get Hina set up as well here. That might be a move, because I don't really care about our other stuff. So I think I'm going to do that. We'll get Hina going, and then activate main. We can throw a card there, and then we can put one here. So that's cool there. And then, yeah, we'll attack this here. Alright, cool. Let's do this, see what we can look for. Borsellino, probably just grab another 2K here. And then with our options of our stuff here, we'll put these two on Kuzan. They don't have anything else to attack actively here. So we'll do that there. And alright, so now we can put them into... So next turn we could just probably regular drop Koby. And then play around with... We have Helmeppo and Dahl we can make a play with the following turn to try to get rid of their stuff. So we'll see what happens here. Obviously, if they play anything big, we can, yeah, we can do that there. So that's cool. All right, they do both of these. Okay, so they're going to refill one and then send one of our characters to our life. All right. Well, we'll see what they do. I guess who they send. And then we'll kind of go from there. But, all right. How do we want to do... Or I guess I can keep them. Actually, let's keep them on the board. Why not? We'll do this, this, and this here. They're not removing either of them. We'll keep them there so I can try to knock them down a little bit here. And we'll go from there. All right. So I could drop Koby down, just get him set up, make us a 60k leader. And then I can at least try to attack one of these and just see what happens. So we'll do that. We can do this here. We'll trash that, buff this up here as well. And then we'll attack. Where am I at? I'm at 10. Actually, here, we'll put one more on here. We'll attack this, use our card action, send this and this to the bottom, buff us up to 6 here. Okay, so they do that there. Can then attack them here. See what they do. All right, then we can do Hina. We can trash something. We'll trash, I guess, this here. So I put this here. And all right, we'll tag him again here. Alrighty. Well, we'll see what happens with the rest of our stuff here. Obviously, this next turn, we'll have to make a play with Helmeppo and Dahl and go from there. But all right, they have this here. They may have a Gum Gum Giant. So, and a 2K. Well, we'll see what else they have and stuff. So, do that there. See what they do. Alright. Can't block out of that one. And then we'll go no there. And then I'll block this here. But, okay. I'm kind of chill with that. With them doing this here instead. Okay. So, we can do a bunch of things. I can drop Helmeppo. Trash Hibari. And then bring out another Koby there. And then attack active. We have Dahl. I can trash a card. We can drop one of them down. Of 1, 2, 3. And then we also have this. I also have Kuzan to, like, when attacking, choose something to attack active with as well. So I could make a play run a couple things here. All right, so we'll drop this down, select a card to trash. We'll trash this. All right, play this out there. Let this attack active. And then if I play doll here, which one do we drop down is the question. I guess this here, and then Kuzana can go there, attack active here. And then I can at least buff myself up a little bit. I guess that's our best play. So we'll do this. Trash that. Do this here. Alright, then we'll attack here. Let this attack active as well. See what they do there. Okay, so they're doing that. We'll attack this, use card action, return 2 back to buff ourselves up 1 there. And then, yeah, we'll just try to get some cards out of their hand, I guess. So, alright, they do that. And then we'll attack them again here, use card action, get rid of this and this, I guess. Buff ourselves up 1 more time. Alright, so they're down to 1 card. I'm here. Obviously I can block that. Alright, well, this is it. We'll see what happens here. And make a play around that. We got this here, and I got doll as well. It's pretty much, if they have a way to get rid of doll, then we're cooked. But at least we're at 7k. So, decent for us there. I'll go no. We're going to block that 1. On that there. Take this one. Okay, I was hoping for not that, to be honest. It would have been cool to get anything but that. Okay. Do that there. Well, we'll see what they got. Okay, they're playing Rush Luffy. Thankfully, we're at 7k. So, we're chilling there. Alright, so we can do this and this here. Alright, well, it's going to be close. Okay, well, we get Koby. We have this here. 1, 2, 3. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. We pretty much got to hit him with everything. So we put 1 here. I have to attack him here. And then we're just going to have to kind of hope for some brick action, I guess. So they do that there. Alright. Attack him here, use our card action, get rid of a couple there. Buff up Koby by 1. Okay, so they do that. So I could go... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. As long as it... If we have 2 2Ks, then we're kind of chilling here. Because if I do this, it's pretty much just depending on if they have a 2K or not. So we'll do this here. I hope they don't have one. Throw this here. Alright, cool. And this is what it all comes down to. So 11 on 5, and alright, there we go. So able to steal 1. That was kind of tough. I was definitely worried about them being a block out with the Don math there, but thankfully they went for it instead of playing around a Gum Gum Giant and just blocking us out. Alright, we got some Buggy action. We're going to try second here. I am, fine with this because we got 2 searches that we can roll off with, and I have our Kuzan in hand already, so we'll see what we can go and do from there. Probably want to grab a Helmeppo here, and then we'll play this as well, grab Doll, and then send those 2 there. So one of our Ains in the trash, but we at least have 3 cards in the trash already, so that's cool. If I'm taking this, we get another Helmeppo. Alright, they hit the peel off. That's fine. And then we'll attack them here. Then we'll drop down Kuzan here. So we hit 2 Kobys in. Okay. So probably want to block out of this one. Do this here. Let's stall things a little bit. But we make a play with Kuzan, Helmeppo, and Koby to attack whatever they put on the board. this next turn. So we'll try to clear them there and see what we can do. They're getting rid of a buggy, so I assume that means they have other buggies. So, but yeah, pretty much my plan next turn, since we have 2 Kobys in here, we'll go Helmeppo into one of the Kobys, and then we'll use Kuzan to attack here, and then, okay, they're just leaving this guy out. All right, that works for me. So select a card to trash Hibari here, so we can play this, do this here. We'll do this, allow this to also attack active characters. So they take the hit there. Alrighty. So they do this here. Alright, and then we'll do this. We'll attack that there, use card action, send both of these there, buff us up by 1. So I'm fine with this, getting cards out of their hand, and then we'll use our man here. We'll attack them 7 on 1. Alright, cool. Then we'll attack them here, 6 on 5. Alright, get them down there. And alright, pretty much game plan, do the same thing next turn. Since we have another Koby in here and we have a Helmeppo in hand, so that's pretty much the play there. Go no. Use Borsalino since I have Doll in hand for blockers. And then have our 2Ks here. Pretty much we'll see what they do if they attack with this or not. Putting both of those there. You know what? I'm fine with it. Because again, since this is rested, Helmeppo can now attack just straight up. So, alright, they drop down Buggy, which isn't the best, but it is what it is. So we'll redrop this down, select a card to trash. Out of our options here. I guess we'll trash this, do this, do this. And then we're kind of the same deal here. I could try to attack this so I can get Kuzan back, but I also can just attack this as well. Because I could use this attack here. Alright, we'll do this attack here, use card action. Send a couple back, make ourselves a 6K leader again. So, alright, they do that there. Wonder if I swing here, get him to block there, and then put the 2 on here and attack this guy. See what they do. Dang, okay, I was hoping it would work, it did not. So, we can do this, and then we'll attack here. Try to get some more cards out their hand. Alright. So, nothing else we can do there. It's going to be interesting. So, I do have another Helmeppo. So, we can play him again next turn. And then kind of rinse and repeat here. So, we'll block this one. I'll also block this one. So, we'll see what they do. Throwing down the Mogi here. Playing Buggy. We'll activate leader ability, use card action. Guess we'll send this, and this there. So it can stay on the board. And we don't have to worry about anything there. Well, out of our stuff here, let's do this here, see what we got. Ooh, okay. Got Koby, because I could clear, I mean, we could just go for the game, actually, now that I realize this. So, yeah, let's just do this then, and then we do this, we'll trash this, play it, allow this to attack active. Do this here, get rid of this, and buff ourselves up 1. Alright, cool. This one, attack here, see what they do. Okay, cool. And then we can do this. Alright, and then math-wise, yeah, hit him there. So, there we go, able to maneuver around with Koby over the clown. Alright, we got some more blue-purple Luffy action. I'm, based on our hand here, things that might run out, but we'll see what we can do. So we'll grab Borsalino, play around him. I can drop him, we can still swing 1. have a blocker and then potentially be able to do stuff. All right, they don't have anything to play there. All right, we get one of our Kobys. That's big. And we get Ain. So one Ain in the trash. We get our other Ain in hand. So, all right, we'll drop down Borsalino. And then we can potentially do some stuff here. So, okay, they got lead performer in here. All right, interesting. Fine with taking this. And then we're going to have to be defensive here on out because I was hoping for something better than the stuff here. We could get Hina set up. So I can go Hina, and then we can do the brand new search. Let's grab, I got plenty of 2Ks here, and then we do this here. Do that, do this here, attack them 6 on 6. Try to get a card out of their hand. Alright, we do that, and then yeah, this will allow us to play Koby next turn at least. And then play around our stuff here. Or they're going to hit us with pudding. But alright, we got the same hand. Well, based on this, I don't really have much. I can block here. We can do that. But yeah, now I'm kind of Omega bricked in hand here. Well, I can drop this attack here and then attack them a couple times, I guess. That's pretty much it. So we drop this here, attack here, use card action, return this and this, I guess, to go up 1 here. Okay, cool. And then we'll attack them 1 here. Alrighty, and then we throw this back, give us another 1 here, attack him 7 on 6. But, alright. We got not much in hand, but we can maybe make something work here. I do have Doll we can play around. We have Ain and another Koby to play around. Got him down to 1 at least. I'm gonna have to go no, and then we'll block with... I'm gonna block with Doll, so I can hold on to the search. I only have this here, so I'm actually okay with that to get a life back. So we play a little defense here. So, alrighty. If I want to make this work, I could just play Koby. We can bop this. Alright, we drop this down here. Or I get the Aramaki. We can make a play now with Ain, Aramaki. Okay, let's try this out. So we can do... Drop this down. Get that down there. Alright, trash. So this is at 0. It doesn't super matter. Let's put this here. And then I can drop this down here. Trash this. This can now attack active. We'll attack him there. I have 6 cards now. We'll do this and this. Go up 1 here. So 10 on 0 there. And I'll put this 1 here. We'll attack him here. But alrighty. We got Ain on the board. We got another Koby here. We're just gonna be, I think, trading. But I think I'm gonna run out of gas, unfortunately. Because they're now gonna be drawing 2 cards a turn, and I don't have much in trash. We at least are back to 3 life, so we can play around that. And then, yeah, there's not much I can do about that there. And, yeah, nothing I can do about this either. Dropping down Nami, okay. So they have 7 cards in hand. Putting 2 on. Just have to go no. We'll block that there. Okay, so we get another Aramaki. I could just drop Koby again. Attack this. Or do you want to go Hibari? Because I could minus this down, use Hibari, attack this, then attack that. that could be a play here, I guess. So we do this, minus this down. Attack here, allow us to attack active here. Alrighty, and then, so that's down to 4. Let me drop this down, do this here. We'll send, doesn't super matter, so we give 1 here. Alright, and then attack them 6 on 4. See what they do. But kind of stuck on the back foot again here. I mean, they could technically go for it next turn. So, yeah, I feel like that's the smart play. Is that leave this so they can attack. And then, I guess it doesn't super matter. Unless I want to make this play here now. Then try to attack again. But I don't think it's worth it. Just gotta hope they play defensive. And then play around something else, I guess. So, see what happens. It didn't quite work out for us on that one. They're grabbing another 2K. But yeah, that's why it's so hard. Because we have to trash cards to get our stuff. And then they get to draw 2 cards a turn. So there's like nothing we can do about that. So, not anything I can do there, really. But as long as we're surviving. It's not technically over. But I don't think I think our run's coming to an end here. Because of unless we can get, I don't know, if we grab Help Meppo, that could be yeah, kind of big there. Kind of have to take this. Well, okay. Well, they get all the Nami blockers. I mean, they probably have all 2Ks in hand, yeah. There's really, yeah, nothing I can do about that. I mean, we drop this down. And then I guess drop this down here. That's about it. And then I can throw this down here as well. Oh, this is at 4. As we attack this 6 and 4. Okay. Well, they do that there. This is a 7. Yeah, there's not really much else we can do here. I'm gonna be honest. Is that yeah, they have all this stuff here. Cause yeah, this is going to 7, 8. They have that. So let's put the 2 on here. Attack him here. But yeah, there's literally nothing I got. Is that they hit double. Not only are they drawing 2 cards, they're filtering out everything. So yeah, there's not much we can do there. Nothing I can do about that. And then yeah, nothing we do there. So yeah, they hit the filter there, able to get all their stuff anyways. But that's why again, it's a hard matchup. There's so much. They're just able to get so many cards back into hand, and we just can't.